Hello, how do you solve this exponential problem? This is n to the power of n equals 99. We are solving for the value of n that we are going to raise to the power of itself that will give us 99. So if you say let n equals 2, meaning that 2 to the power of 2 is 4, and this is actually less than 99, which is the required value. If n equals 3, we have 3 to the power of 3, this is 27, which is also less than 99, which is the required value. And if your n equals 4, you are going to have 4 to the power of 4, and this will give you 256, which is obviously greater than the required value of 99. Now, but at this point, between n equals 3 and n equals 4, you can get the range of values of n. That means we can say that 3 is less than n, while n is less than what? 4. That means this is the range of values of n that will satisfy this equation. So to get the actual value, we are going to consider using this method of solving. So we have n to the power of n equals 99. And for us to solve for n, we make use of natural log. I have natural log of n to the power of n equals natural log of 99. Now, if you have natural log of a to the power of p, this equals p times natural log of 8. So natural log of n power n will be n times natural log of n equals natural log of 99. So how do we proceed from here? We can make use of this particular function called the Olympiad-level function. Now, this function here will help us to get this particular value of n. Now, it is represented with capital letter W, that is the Olympiad-level function, and you can use the function when you have an expression such as a times e to the power of a. When you have something like this, you apply the Olympiad-level function, and you have the result of a. Also, when you have maybe 2 times e to the power of 2, you apply the Olympiad-level function again, and your result will be 2. And also, if you have 3 times e to the power of 3, apply the Olympiad-level function, the result is 3. Now look at it here. What you have here is exactly what you have here, just like the 2 we have here, and this is it. And a that we have here, and here is the a again. So it must be this way. You must follow this pattern before you can apply the Olympiad-level function. And here is what we are going to convert. We have n times ln n. We need to convert it to this particular pattern so that we can apply the Olympiad-level function. So this is what we are going to convert. N times ln n equals ln 99. So to convert this to this particular pattern, we can make use of some simple identities. For instance, if you have e to the power of ln of x, this is the same thing as writing x, because the e raised to the power of the ln will cancel itself. So this is another way of writing x. E power ln of x is another way of writing x. Now, since we are looking for a way of converting this to this particular pattern, so we need to replace this n here with this particular pattern of writing x, which is e power ln n. So if I write this n as e power ln n, I've successfully transformed this n to this particular pattern, then which is exactly the same thing as writing n. So that means this equation becomes, instead of writing the n that we have here, we are going to replace it with e to the power of ln n times ln n, and this equals ln 99. Now, let's get back to what we are actually modeling this particular equation to. Look at this. At this particular point, you notice that we have the a times e power of a. That means the a comes first before e power of a. So that means we need to come over here and rearrange this. Since this represents our a and this also represents our a, that means the a comes first. That means ln n comes before e power ln n, and this equals ln 99. Now at this point here, we can apply the Lambert-Rowey function because it has actually satisfied the condition that what you have here must be exactly what you have here. So you apply the Lambert-Rowey function, and that is using capital letter W of ln n times e power ln n, and this equals the Lambert-Rowey function of what? ln 99. And just like what happened here, when you apply the Lambert-Rowey function here, you have 2, you apply it here, you have 3. So when we apply the Lambert-Rowey function here, the result here is ln n, and this equals the Lambert-Rowey function ln 99. Now we are solving for n. I need to eliminate this ln. So I can bring in my e, have e to the power of ln n equals, I can also include it here, e to the power of the Lambert-Rowey function of what? ln 99. And just like what we did earlier on, e to the power of ln will easily eliminate itself. That means your n equals e to the power of the Lambert-Rowey function of ln 99. Now, this becomes the solution to the problem. But I know all we are looking for is for the actual value of n that will satisfy that equation. So to get that value of n using the Lambert-Rowey function, what you need to do is, you might not likely see this in your calculator. So what you definitely do is, you have your n here equals e to the power of, you are not going to see this. What you likely see is product log, the product logarithm of ln 99. So e raised to the power of product logarithm of ln 99 will give you the approximate value of n. And that value is obviously approximately 3.59288. So this becomes our answer. Now this simply means that if you raise this to the power of itself, since we had n power n equals what? 99. So if you raise this to the power of itself, 3.59288 to the power of 3.59288, this will give you an approximate value of 99. So this becomes our answer. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the value of n that satisfies this equation. So it actually aligns to what we predicted earlier on. Look at it here. I said that the value of n is between 3 and 4. So 3 is less than n and n is less than 4. And our answer is simply 3.59288, which is less than 4, but greater than what? 2. So guys, this is it. Thank you and goodbye.